do a quick demo of how to use the Minion proposal. This is a little more advanced, so you kind of have to know what you're doing, but nothing too crazy. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so here, this is a DAO that I'm in, and I want to make a proposal to do a arbitrary function call. So actually, make a call against some other contract. So I click the Minion Simple proposal. First, I'll select a minion that I deployed through the apps page. Gave it a name of cache. And then we want to put in our target contract. So this can be complex, or maybe it's something simple like dealing with an NFT contract. I figured here we'll do something a little more complex and deal with the HoneySwap contract. So this is the HoneySwap at contract address. And HoneySwap is a fork of Uniswap on XDAI. So I put in my target contract. It will try to fill in all the functions. So I know which function I want to call. See, this is where it's a little advanced if you haven't used this contract before, but I want to do swap exact tokens for tokens. When I select that function, it gives me all the parameters for that function. Amount in, I already know. One thing to note is if you're using these really big numbers, these are like the padded numbers in 18 decimals for fixed math, put quotations around it. JavaScript gets confused if you don't do that. So I'm just gonna pick some, this is the amount of the token I'm trading, and this is the one I'm receiving. So I'm trading WXDAI for house. And so that is, here I can set the path. So these are the two token addresses. The address I want to send the tokens to after they're swapped. And then the deadline. Now, one thing to consider here is that this will have to go through a vote. And so this will actually be executed in the future. I have this like epic Unix time converter here. I know I want it to go on the 9th, so I'm just going to copy this. And so here's my deadline. Over here in value, I'm not sending any funds to this contract. It's not a payable function. So just 0. And here I can put a little note to help people decipher what I'm trying to do. So swapping some WXDAI for house. If you're a little more advanced and you have the raw hex or this ABI functions aren't available on your contract because it's not verified, you can put in the raw hex. To get the raw hex, you probably know what you're doing at that point. So that's it. Let me go ahead and submit. I just need a gas price of 2. All right, Minion proposal submitted. I could go check out the transaction. Now it's just like any other proposal. It's sitting over here unsponsored, so a current member would need to sponsor it. When you do a Minion proposal, if the contract is verified, this details button gives you the information about all the parameters. This is good for people to look at if they're going to vote on it. So I'll go ahead and sponsor. And now this will go through the voting process. With Minion proposals, you get another option to execute. And so if we come back over here and look at like this proposal that I did, you can see if there's an action to execute it, like if it's already passed. This one's still in voting. Okay, anyways, there'll be a button here that says execute, and this one's been executed. This one was an approval, so this is a good point. Some contracts require an approval, so this actually requires 2 proposals. So that's basically it. We're working on making this a little more user-friendly, batching transactions, making more specific things, and so some of these you'll see like the superfluid proposal is technically a Minion proposal, but it's wrapped, it's on Rails. So it's like we know which functions to call, which parameters. So we do all that for you and allow a little cleaner interface. We'll have some of these things coming out for managing tokens and managing NFTs, a bunch of other things. So that's that. Thanks.